Եվ ուր ես նեման և պաշտոնյակ իմ եղեցի, եթե ոհոք զիս պաշտից է, պատվես ես նահալնի։ Իվերին Երուսաղեմ, զացմեր անապազոր, դուր մեզ այսօր, թող մեզ սպարտից մենք, որպես և մենք, թողում մերոց արտաբանած,
The Armenian Holy Church of Nazareth is the oldest Armenian church in Kolkata. This was built in 1724 on the burial grounds of the Armenian community after the first wooden church, built in 1688, was completely destroyed by fire in 1707. 17 years later, this church was built by Aga Nazar, hence the name Nazareth's Church. Resting in peace here is Reza Bibe, the wife of the charitable Sukias. This tomb, dated the 11th of July 1630, is an indication that the Armenians came here before the English. A street in North Calcutta still carries the name of the Sukias. There are many versions as to when the Armenians came to India. The arrival of Armenian merchant Thomas Kana on the Malabar coast in 780 AD is widely accepted as the first date. In the 17th century, the Armenians came to Bengal. They traded in spices, muslin, gems and indigo, then changed with time to jute, betel nut and shellac. In October 1869, a small, delicate lad landed in Calcutta. His name was John Carapiet Goldstone. Goldstone was destined to become the 20th century's wealthiest Armenian in Calcutta. He built the silver-domed palace on Lower Circular Road, Goldstone Park, which was later bought by the Nizam of Hyderabad. This is now the famous landmark Nizam Palace. Queen's Mansions on Park Street. He made about 350 buildings in central and south Calcutta. Goldstone's colleague and kinsman, Arathun Stephen, was a hotelier and a connoisseur. To him, the city owes the majestic edifice of the Grand Hotel on Chowrangi. Park Mansions. This Edwardian residential block of mansions was erected by the prominent Armenian philanthropist T.M. Thaddeus. Another very prominent figure from this community was Sir Kachik Paul Chatter. He got into Le Martiniere College in Calcutta on a scholarship. In 1910, when the school got into dire financial crisis, he gave a magnanimous donation of 11 lakhs of rupees and saved it from a certain closure. Sir Gregory Charles Paul, an Armenian born in Calcutta, served as the Advocate General of Bengal for many years. The Heritage Trail finds its artistic excellence at the turn of the 20th century in Goharjan. She was born as Angelina Yoward in 1873 to an Anglo-Indian mother and an Armenian father in Azamgarh. She came to Calcutta with her mother in 1883. She went on to become India's first recording superstar with over 600 songs in more than 10 languages from 1902 to 1920. The Holy Trinity Chapel at Tangra was built in March 1867. The cemetery here has the oldest grave dated back to 1867. One of the most important contributions of the Armenians to the educational and cultural life was the establishment of the Armenian College and the Philanthropic Academy. The academy is the oldest seat of learning in the entire Armenian diaspora. It was founded in April 1821. The present campus started in 1884. The Armenian College, along with the Davidian Girls' School, provide quality education and a chance to live a better life for about 100 boys and girls who have come from countries such as Iraq, Iran and Armenia.
Կառավարության դեմ ազատագրական պայքարը շարունակեց ծնված առաջինի որդին Աշոտ երկրորդը, որին հայ ժողովուրդը երկար մականուն էր տվել իր տոկունության եւ խիզախության համար։
In fact, it offers a safe haven to the Armenian children, free from strife and persecution. Though named a college, it is actually a school affiliated to the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examination. In addition to the usual subjects, the school teaches the Armenian language, which has its own script, literature, culture, and religion. Apart from free education, the students also get a free trip home every 3 years. The boys play a number of games like football, basketball, volleyball, rugby being the most popular. The boys took over the rugby field, the girls excelled in hockey and basketball. Nor were they indifferent students. Armenian girls have done well and qualified as teachers, secretaries, social workers, and a doctor.
I was born in Iran, in a very beautiful town called Shiraz. I was educated in the Armrnians Girls' School in Kolkata, a very good school, even now. In fact, now it is very famous. After school, I won a scholarship and I went to Delhi. I studied there 3 years and graduated and qualified to be a teacher. I returned to Calcutta, and it didn't take me much time to get a post. I taught in several schools before I joined the Gokhale Memorial Girls' School. During that time, I had gotten married and I'd had 2 children. And I just wanted to do something, and my husband allowed me to open a school. That was in 1957. I still teach in the school, and for me every day is a joy.
Moyer Hall School.
Bob brushing his hair. Which picture is Bob brushing his hair? That's right. Look at your own book.
The hospitable Armenians combined work and play. They owned and managed boarding houses for their fellowmen. These grew into small hotels for visitors. Carlton, Kenilworth and Fairlawn are a few examples. Since 1783, Fairlawn has stood at the junction of Match Lane and Sutter Street, within a stone's throw from the New Market, the heart of the most cosmopolitan area of the city. It was bought in 1936 by Mrs. Rosie Sarkis, an Armenian lady, and that was the making of her.
I had to start from scratch.
took me 35, 36 years to do this hotel. But Armrnians.
Fairlawn has become the hotel of choice for many creative people who come to the city.
Shashi Kapoor was here. Shashi married here. Jennifer Kendall. Shashi Ampuri. Victor Banerjee.
It's not like a hotel. It's more like a home. And people feel very homely when they come here. They don't feel that it's a part of a hotel. They feel that they're living part of the Indian home life.
I live in one room, maybe 2 meals a day. I'm very happy.
As my children, I'm afraid, are not interested in taking over the business. They very much have their own lives. My son lives in Singapore, my daughter lives in England. Although they come here and visit and thoroughly enjoy it and are very, very helpful to me and my mum, they would never come and live here and take it over. So really the buck stops with me.
As a part of young Armenian generation in India, I don't know how the future is. I don't know how certain the future is, but I can only hope and pray that we can become someone who can do a little something for this country.
The third Armenian church in Kolkata, the Armenian chapel of Saint Gregory the Illuminator, was built in 1906. Here lies Mesrov Yakov Seth, a noted scholar, historian and antiquarian. Chatter Home, an old age home for the benefit of the Armenian community, is located close to this chapel. This home caters to the welfare of the needy.
My first love is my wife, and my second love is Calcutta. I've never left Calcutta and never will leave. I was born over here and I'll die over here.
Tomi zavakneren chenk vachi manara porzaneri chenk vachi. That's an Armenian patriotic song, and this is my wonderful darling sweetheart of a wife, and this is my wife's tattoo and my name written in Armenian. Now first is an Egyptian hieroglyph on top, and over here it's in red. N-A-Hi J-Ye-L. That's Nigel, a tattoo of my name, Nigel in Armenian. Speak about how you met me.
Actually, I used to see him quite some time and being on the road, and when I would go to work, he would be crossing me over, and we just had eye contact once or twice, and a few months later, I go to a friend's place and he's there, and then we see. The guy we've been seeing every day on the road, and we've been having eye contact. I guess from there we exchanged numbers and we started calling each other and speaking to each other. So I guess it was just fate that got us together.
Oh yes, yes. I'm happily married to Lorraine. I love you, sweetheart. When we came out of school, myself and many other boys, we found it very difficult to mix with society because we never knew the language, number one. Bengali being the major language in West Bengal over here. But the boys and myself, we were pretty street smart. I don't know how we managed to we somehow managed to start interacting with the people, and then we realized that it was not just Armenians that we were concentrated upon. Then we started realizing there are different societies, different religions, different people out here in India. It's a multicultural society. In the long run, I want to become a more active member in the community, as in I have put proposals forward to the committee, wherein they can have the local Armenians, their wives, have the wives get together, and then all the Armenians of Calcutta, the local Armenians, who have not studied in the Armenian college, who do not have much idea of the Armenian language or its history, get them to go for classes at least once, twice a month.
We spent very interesting time here, and I hope we'll continue to. 13 years, it's not small time. It's a long time, and in these years we work hard, and we had very interesting work journey.
Over here in Kolkata mostly, the people are very warm, they are very friendly, helpful.
Right now I'm studying in Scottish Church College. It's one of the reputed colleges in West Bengal, India. And I'm doing BBA, Business Administration.
We didn't feel much difference, like he's a totally different guy, he's from a different country. But he used to share a lot of things with us, like we had a lot of things in common, so we got together really well.
Our college was good. Every time we were sitting in the same bench, talking about new things about Armenia and Indian culture, our culture, Bengali culture, and different things. And at last, now we are planning to go for an excursion towards North Bengal, to my place.
We are a very rare species, endangered species, you could say. There's the few that there are in the city, they come from Armenia or Iran, and they come here to study and look for opportunities to better themselves, or to live here, make life better. And Indian Armenians, there are very few. I think Calcutta has the maximum number. This is the stronghold of the Armenian community. And like me, I don't think there'd be more than 2 or 3. And in the music industry, I think I'm the only one. So when it comes to Christmas, it's only a household affair. But when it comes to Kali Puja or Diwali, like I said, it's 2 weeks of preparation. We build the pandal ourselves, we design the lights, we decide which fireworks we're going to buy. We go around collecting chanda. If nobody gives us chanda, we don't threaten or harass them. We pull in ourselves and we make the thing a success. So that's it. I guess that's the magical flavor of living in India. You get to enjoy all communities' festivals, all their different types of food, their humor, their hospitality, and life is just wonderful living here, I guess.
5 and 3. Sardaji is 53. 4 and 6. Up to drinks at 46. 3 and 4. That dirty little 34.
Being in a city like Calcutta, which is so a cosmopolitan city, we have integrated with all the communities, you can say, Hindus, Muslims, Punjabis, Parsis, Chinese. We have integrated and we get on very well with all these communities.
We are very comfortable living here. I was very happy getting married to my childhood sweetheart. I did not look for an Armenian girl. I do not look to learn Armenian or eat Armenian food. I'm an out and out, from 1% to 100% I'm an Indian.
My daughter is married to an Armenian and she's very happily married.
The number of the Armenians in Kolkata is only about 100. Considering the half Armenians and non-Indian nationals who are studying or working here, the number will increase by a few more hundreds.
If I get a degree from India, and I would like to put my practice law in India itself. 12 years in India has made make me feel like India is my home, and I wouldn't mind building a career in this country itself.
This is the Armenian stronghold, Calcutta, and if our community wishes to preserve itself, then yes, bringing Armenians from Iran and Armenia are crucial, because then we get this opportunity to mix with people of our own bloodline, or our own, well, not exactly bloodline, but our own community. And that throws the doors open for us to visit our homeland, or our ancestral homeland where our grandfathers were born, meet Armenian people. Maybe my daughter might get married to an Armenian boy one day. Who knows what the future can hold.